So we all know that alt season is around the corner sometime in the future, probably when Bitcoin hits around 100,000 and then chills out a little bit. Then alts will run. But here's one thing that I think will really catapult alts, and it just happened today. I'm going to cover that. It's really important. You're going to not want to miss this. But first, I have CZ will be sentenced in a U.S. court in Seattle tomorrow after pleading guilty to one count of violating the Bank Secrecy Act last November. The Department of Justice has recommended 3 years in prison for this, but it's interesting. I was talking to Heidi earlier, and she listens to true crime a lot, so she understands the Justice Department. So the sentencing is today, and typically for what he has done, it should only be a 1.5-year prison sentence at max, not 3 years. So why 3 years? It just comes to show how much the US government absolutely, positively hates Bitcoin and crypto with all their might. They hate it, and that is why they're pretty much setting an example. They're just going to literally just kick out all talent and a lot of money out of that country. Anyways, I say this all the time, but it's just I'm getting fed up with it. Next up, we have, as I said a couple days ago, Russia was supposed to be banning crypto. Well, that's not actually true anymore. The Russian parliament only voted for the restriction of certain Russian exchanges. No foreign exchanges will be affected. So they're not going to be enforcing anything pretty much because a lot of people use DEXs. They know they can't stop Bitcoin or crypto, and if they try to, it would just be a complete embarrassment, just like what happened with China, which was a complete embarrassment when they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to ban Bitcoin." Yeah, how did that work out for them? Next, we have Michael Saylor. Obviously, he's bought $7.8 million worth of Bitcoin, 122 Bitcoin altogether. He just keeps buying all the way up, which is pretty cool. He's probably going to own not as much as BlackRock, but he's definitely going to be up there. So here's what's up with alts. You may think, oh my gosh, alts have gotten decimated. Yes, they have. A lot of them have gotten decimated, but this is pretty normal throughout a bull market. When Bitcoin pulled back, back in 2017, 2018, when it pulled back like 30, almost 40%, that wasn't a big deal. So alts got absolutely creamed back then. So this is pretty much normal. So with that said, I think alt season could be massive this time around, simply just because of what's happening right now in Hong Kong, where there's 3 spot Ethereum ETFs that just launched today. And so this is like really big money, right? Getting in. This isn't retail. This isn't just your average investor. This is massive money that is involved with this right now. So if you remember a couple years ago when EIP 1559 came about for Ethereum, one of the things in EIP 1559 was that every time there's a transaction, a part of ETH gets burned away. So that means the more transactions out there, the more ETH gets burned. So you have these 3 spot Ethereum ETFs that are out there right now in Hong Kong. There's going to be a lot of transactions being made. This could essentially skyrocket Ethereum. Now, maybe not right away, because we all see what happened right now. Ethereum is down, Bitcoin's down, whatever, it doesn't matter. But remember back when Bitcoin had first started their spot Bitcoin ETFs, when they first got launched in the US, the price got smacked for a couple weeks and then we went up. So maybe this is the same thing. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me show you why this market is going to be much different than the one in the US. So here's what Adam Back has to say about these ETFs. This is for Bitcoin. The ETF in-kind entry and exit deposit Bitcoin. So no artificial capital gains tax hit, another time zone, and market to get a bit closer to 24/7 spot market. Let's see how the inflows go. No GBTC to sell for us, right? Because that was one of the things that was overhanging people. We had the grayscale sell-off for Bitcoin. no bankruptcy selling in Hong Kong. So it's a brand new, fresh market, and it could essentially be bigger than what's the market in the U.S. and in Europe, as I did the video yesterday, if you want to check that out. In Hong Kong, we had the ETF launched with $121 million USD, 1,950 Bitcoin via its initial offering period. And the ETF for Ethereum launched with 20 million USD. And I'm sure that number is going to keep rising as more and more people hear about it, more people want it as well, especially when BlackRock starts upping their purchases once more again. It's going to be really interesting to see. Anyways, that's all I have. If you want to check me out on Twitter at Sir Crypto Tips, and if you want to see what we are doing with our crypto and when we are going to be selling, check out learningcrypto.com. Like and subscribe. Talk to you soon.